Greta Thunberg is putting her life on the line. Greta Thunberg is putting her life on the line because Israel won't feed its people. They have a blockade. They are trying to genocide 2 million Palestinian people just because they're brown. Just because they're brown. And since Greta Thunberg is putting her life on the line, what piece of shit would stand up and criticize her? What piece of shit?
Actually attacked. A drone came right above it, released a bomb, and it exploded, and the boat was on fire.
So climate Greta Thunberg, she's back. You may remember.
Client what? Did he use C-U-N-T? Oh, that climate cunt. Oh, you climate cunt. You care about the environment and the weather, you cunt. You got mudslides, you got hurricanes, you got... Even if you don't believe in, like, the global warming thing, shouldn't you at least pick up after yourself and not litter? Sitting there destroying the damn earth as much as you can? You're accelerating things. You're accelerating things. Yeah, nice mouth there, Dave Rubin. You kiss your father with that mouth? You superficial cunt.
She took a boat ride to Israel while she was trying to go to Gaza, and they decided not to let her in with her LARPing revolutionaries. And then they gave her some schnitzel and some shawarma. You can't come here. You're a terrorist. You're a horrible person. Go home. And they put her on.
Oh, what was that? What kind of language was that, you fucking anti-Semitic piece of shit? This has nothing to do with religion. The First Amendment says you get to be whatever religion you want. So you could be Jewish, you could be Muslim, you could be Christian, Catholic, you could be a Presbyterian, you could be an Anabaptist or a regular Baptist, or you could be some other denomination, Buddhist. You could even be a Buddhist, Dave Rubin. This has nothing to do with religion, you motherfucker. Jesus Christ. It's a white supremacist colonial project. This is just Joe Biden 2.0. Fucking motherfuckers. All y'all want to do is genocide, genocide, genocide. You have no inkling of an idea of what right or wrong is. You piece of shit.
On a plane, she went home, she looked grumpy the whole time. Anyway, she's back on the boat with her loser friends, and listen to this from the Daily Mail. Thunberg is part of a controversial convoy of around 350 activists and aid workers sailing.
So, 1932, you had the Bonus Army. The Bonus Army is going to march to Washington, D.C. World War I veterans are coming to get their dues. This is FDR. And they shot at the World War I veterans for getting their checks that they were owed. Even Douglas MacArthur was shooting at him. Martin Luther King, he's going to march to Washington. I have a dream. He's got a dream. The Poor People's Campaign. You got the Canadian trucker convoy, the trucker protest. And they were going to, I guess, COVID or something, right? Yevgeny Prigozhin's march to Moscow. He's going to march for justice. He agreed to go to Belarus, and then his plane went down. He got fucking killed. They shot at the Bonus Army. They shot at the Bonus Army. Yevgeny Prigozhin is going to get murdered. And then Bloody Sunday. The Bloody Sunday march to the Winter's Palace in Russia in 1905. They're hungry. They're starving. Clearly, you'll go to the king. You'll go to the emperor. You'll go to the czar. And the czar will have pity on you and give you some fucking food. We're starving. What else can we do here? We are starving. But no, the czar is going to kill the people. Prigozhin is going to die. The Bonus Army is going to get shot at. There was a couple of deaths. Martin Luther King's march does put pressure. Eventually, a 1964 Civil Rights Act is going to get passed. But they pushed him out. There could have been a revolution right then and there. But they pushed him out with nary a fight. And then eventually he's going to come back with the Poor People's Campaign, and then what happened to MLK then?
On what they describe as a peaceful mission to deliver supplies to Palestinians in Gaza. She added that the ship, which was sailing in Tunisian waters, carried many of the same people who were detained with Greta on an earlier attempt to reach Gaza in June. So these are people who just...
All right, so fucking Rubin. You know, I asked Grok what were some other comparisons to, you know, the Bonus Army, MLK, Prigozhin, Bloody Sunday. And this is what Grok come up with. You had the Peasants' Revolt in 1381 England. A large group of peasants and commoners led by figures like Wat Tyler marched on London to protest the oppressive taxes and feudal conditions under King Richard II. That fucking prick, that tyrannical... Why did anybody listen to King Richard II? The Jarrow Crusade. And then the Salt March, which is Mahatma Gandhi. The March on Rome, Benito Mussolini. The Women's March to Versailles. So, the March on Rome, Mussolini. Come on, Grok, what the fuck? The Jarrow Crusade. So, unemployed workers from Jarrow, England marched 300 miles to London to petition the government for jobs and economic relief. They gained public sympathy, but it was largely ignored by the government, similar to the bonus armies, unmet demands. The Salt March, okay, this is actually something that was successful. Gandhi marched 240 miles to Dundee to protest British salt tax as a symbol of colonial oppression. This non-violent demonstration galvanized India's independence movement, echoing MLK's March on Washington, which brought us integration, right? So you had, the colonial, the empire, the British Empire is kicked out of India because of the Salt March. MLK's March on Washington got us integration. So there's some successes, but there's a whole lot of danger. There's a whole lot of danger. The armed show of force, let's see, to appoint Mussolini as prime minister, Victor Emmanuel. Not sure what happened to the March on Rome, 1922. The Women's March to Versailles. Versailles, thousands of women enraged by food shortages, high bread. So this is just a bread strike. This is just a bread riot. We are starving. You expect us not to fucking eat? Are we not supposed to drink either? Can we breathe in this fucking oxygen? I thought we had a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but you're denying us the right to live. To confront King Louis XVI, well, that's going to turn out good. I don't know how those women had fared, but ultimately it's going to have the French Revolution, and King Louis XVI, because he didn't want to feed his own people, well, he's going to get his head chopped off. He's going to get his head lopped right the fuck off.
Maybe they just really enjoy Israeli hummus. They're just like, you know what? Why don't we take a ride through the Mediterranean?
Dave Rubin!
Israelis are going to pick
Dave Rubin, you are such a hilarious sycophantic
back on a plane. Now, people have noted that Greta Thunberg has
they probably just want the hummus.
Well, take a look. London on
Dave.
X. Greta Thunberg gets roasted on X and compared.
Okay, so now we're going to be just superficial assholes. This headline is Greta Thunberg caught in fraud that could end her activism career. The Freedom Flotilla, this is the second or third or fourth one, I'm not for sure, but this is terrifying. There's like 40 nations that's a part of this, and so not only is she in great danger, but this asshole in the comfort of his own fucking home is just sitting there and talking about LARPing. He's a LARPing fucking, LARP. A LARPing fool. Oh my god. Oh, look at her. She looks just like He-Man, What in hell is that? What the fuck is that about, you piece of shit? You piece of shit. You're going after the most highly visible. In Sweden, Greta Thunberg is one of the biggest celebrities in Sweden because they got their priorities right. What kind of celebrities do we have around here? A bunch of jokesters? A bunch of fucking acrobats? A bunch of fucking assholes that divert your attention from the political mess that is the goddamn system. Well, I'm going to go watch Spider-Man and then I'm going to eat some bread in circuses. You're going to eat a whole circus? How do you do that? I was just making a reference about the Rome thing. I know, but how are you going to eat a circus? Where are we at right now? I'm losing the plot.
To He-Man with new haircut. She's literally morphing into probably my favorite childhood TV show. Yes.
She's morphing into your favorite childhood TV character? So that should be a good thing, you piece of shit. Oh man, she's just like He-Man. Fuck her. Fuck He-Man. Fuck everything I hold dear in this world.
Maybe even more than Transformers and G.I. Joe, because this came out a little bit earlier, around 1983. I was 7 or 8 years old, and I had a ton of the toys, and I had Castle Grayskull too.
That means he's fucking old. What are you, fucking Dave Rubin? Goddamn 47 years old, you old-ass piece of shit? You fucking fossil?
She's turning into, that is one, she looks trans. She looks like a dude. She looks like Chris Farley, sort of, putting on a wig. I don't know what's going on.
Chris Farley? Chris Farley? She don't look like Chris Farley. And Chris Farley's also fucking hilarious. One of the greats. I don't understand what the fuck he's sitting there saying. Let's compare Greta Thunberg to other great people. The great Chris Farley. The great He-Man. The power of Grayskull, right? He fucking defeats evil. Fights off evil and defeats it.
on there. Then this is even better. Listen to this from Benny Johnson. Breaking. The global Samud flotilla for Gaza says that one of its main boats was hit by a drone in Tunisian waters. That looks scary. We'll have more on that in a second. The Portuguese flagged vessel. The global Samud flotilla for Gaza says that one of its main boats was hit by a drone in Tunisian waters. That looks scary. We'll have more on that in a second.
Yeah, so I've seen several videos, and it definitely comes from the sky, and it blows up on the fucking thing, and they've been attacked twice, you piece of shit. I mean, this motherfucker is minimizing the danger, minimizing the violence, because he doesn't agree with her politics. He thinks it's okay to genocide all the livelong day. You're going to register the Palestinians to vote? You're going to do a one-state solution without the Palestinians? You're not going to register them to vote, and you're not going to respect another nation's sovereignty. You have a right to resist in occupation. You have a right to resist oppression. Tyranny, resistance to tyranny is obedience to God. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Any excuse serves a tyrant. Any excuse serves a tyrant, and everybody would be a tyrant if you let them.
The Portuguese flagged vessel connected to the Madeleine boat that carried Greta was carrying the steering committee members. The strike damaged the deck and storage areas, but everyone on board is safe. And here's someone on the boat. Her name is Yasmin Akar, saying that Greta was on the boat when the drone dropped a bomb. Stay tuned for the real headline. Here they are after the bombing.
Hi everyone,
of the
Yasmin
boat.
here. The family boat has been officially attacked. A drone came right above it, released a bomb, and it exploded, and the boat was on fire. Everyone on that boat is okay.
And yeah, it turns out that never happened. Actually, what did happen, listen to this from A.L. Jacobi. Breaking. Greta Thunberg claimed her boat was struck by a drone. Tunisian authorities confirmed there was zero drone activity in the area. It turns out...
Well, the Tunisian authorities, you talk to every single one of them? Yeah, right, you fucking piece of shit. Anybody can say anything. And hell, didn't the New York Times have that one guy that just printed up a bunch of lies for years? What Tunisian authority, motherfucker? Tell me their fucking name.
A crew member set off a firecracker and blamed a drone.
So now you say it's a firecracker. Okay, so it's just a firecracker? I mean, firecrackers don't do that. Firecrackers just pop and then that's it, right? Pop, 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 and then it's done. A firecracker. He's going to later on say it's a flare. Which is it, you son of a bitch? Is it a firecracker or a flare? Because a flare is different than a firecracker. It's different than a drone bomb. It's different than a M16 gunshot, you motherfucker.
Another lie to the long list of Palestinian propaganda. They literally set off a flare. There's video of it. We didn't grab it right before the show, but you can see the result. Someone on the boat set off a flare that landed in the boat.
Oh my God. Fucking overly cheeky goddamn motherfucking asshole, you motherfucker, you. You're committing a goddamn genocide, you motherfucker. A goddamn genocide. You're committing a fucking genocide. How fucking evil are you? Was it Aaron Bushnell? What did Aaron Bushnell do? He said he wasn't complicit in this bullshit. Aaron Bushnell was just like the modern day Buddhist monk. The Buddhist monks who protest the Vietnam War. Could you imagine how much pain that gives you? My country is killing a bunch of goddamn children who didn't do shit to us. A bunch of children who didn't do shit to us. You want to shit on Miss Rachel because she did a little bunny song with a little Palestinian girl who had her leg blown up? You gotta be in so much fucking pain to light your own fucking body on fire because you didn't want to hurt anybody, but you didn't want to be a part of this wicked shit either. Would you understand that? Fucking Rubin? Huh? Would you understand that, Rubin? Fucking prick.
Is what we are dealing with these crazy people.
Oh, they're a bunch of crazy people. He's in Australia. No wonder he's talking that fucking crazy. Better stay in Australia, you motherfucker, you.